Okay, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to cover a pillow, and the two pillows I'm going to recover are those. They just don't match. First I'll show you the serger. This is the serger, and this is an industrial one, and I love this one because you can go super duper fast and have 3 cones or 4 cones going. There's also an industrial app, and this is how I sew really fast. And then this machine here is a slow machine, but I use it to sew buttons on with, and has all these designs I can use. I mostly use the straight stitch and the zigzag, and sometimes if I want something decorative I choose one of these, but it's real easy. You just push the button, and wherever the light ends up, that's where it goes. And here's how you do your buttons. A buttonhole, so I use that, and this is the length of the stitch, and this is the width, like how wide you're doing the zigger-zagger, and this is how it's really simple to thread, and this is where you sew. So let's start with the serger. Okay, now with the serger, the threading's kind of complicated. You have to go down through here, You've got your each of your tensions, and you got to go down into here, and this is underneath. I got a little bit of thread there, and this is where your threads go. And the sergers have your little guidelines here. It tells you where your threads are to go, and it goes in here. You don't need bobbins with sergers, and it does your little chain stitch there. And then the threads drop down into here. The cutter is right there. It cuts your threads and everything. This is your pedal. That's what makes it go, and this lifts your pedal up, or you can lift it up this way so you can change your needles and stuff. This industrial, this one does have a bobbin, and this is what lifts the foot up, and I like to keep a big pad on there so it doesn't hurt my knee. And there's the pedal there, and it goes super duper fast, and it has an oil bin. You lift up and you'll see your oil pan in there, and that's what oils the machine. I keep a big bottle of oil down there, and then this is all this does is a straight stitch. It doesn't do anything else, and it has its thread holders, and it just comes through here, and you always have your tension. Then you have your bobbin underneath. Here's your bobbin, and then this is my bobbin winder over here. As I sew, the bobbin winds up, and then you have to have your bobbin underneath. Okay, and the same with the straight stitch, I mean the fancy stitching, and you can see the bobbin in there, right there, and this is your threads here, and it's pretty self-explanatory on how to thread it. And there's your bobbin, and it has a little tool thing here to put your tools in. Okay, and this is how you do the bobbin for this machine. You bring the thread around here and hook it on here, and when you push it right to here, that makes it so this needle does not go up and down, and then you just wind your bobbin. It spins around and winds the bobbin for you, and then when you're done, it pops off, and then the needle goes up and down. And then this is how the bobbin winds, and the thread. So you have 2 thread holders, the bobbin holder and the sewing machine holder. Push this, and then when it's done, it pops up, but it winds as you sew. See, like if you're sewing over there, then it winds. And then when it's done, it just pops up. So that's how you wind your bobbin. This is just material that I had and a pillow I had, so this doesn't cost me anything. Okay, this will probably take, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. So let's cut this off. Okay. Let's put our pillow away. Now, see that nice stitch, the overlock? Okay, I'll sew along here. Okay. And it cuts off whatever I'm not using. Okay, then I'm gonna leave a little bit of room for the pillow. So let's go here and here. Okay, and just turn this inside out. Grab your corners. And you get your pillow and put it in there. Alright, almost in there. Okay. Now just reach in there and kind of help straighten it out. Okay. And now we just want to sew this end off. So nice that looks. So we got to move to the other machine. We don't serge this one. We're just going to close it off. So let's go to the other one. And you just take your pillowcase and just stuff it in there. There we go. And you can do this on your regular machine. Okay, done. Since I stuffed the pillow in there, now I gotta get it back out. Okay, and that's how you do your sewing machines, and keep them oiled up and take good care of them, and you can just make stuff. I always just look for stuff around the house, and then it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, that's how it looks with the pillow made. Much better, and it matches and everything. And it actually matches this bench right here. That's where I got the material from. So that's how to cover a pillow. And thanks very much. And I've got another sewing tutorial coming up in a couple